Так, продолжаем. Надо найти палочку Роланда. Так, блин, вот почему-то вот, блин, вот я вот сохранился прямо возле его, ну, вот этого входа, но почему-то не засчитало. Так, нам нужно как-то туда попасть. Давайте попробуем по вот этим путям пойти. Нам вот, наверное, надо сюда вот как-то залезть. Так понимаю. Ага, вот так вот можно пройти.
Revelio.
Тут Игнасио. А, ну, Конфинга. Ой, Игнасио, блядь. Все открылось, да? Да, супер, открылось. Да, мы опять же были уже на этой локации, но нам не была доступна эта локация именно. Так, а почему у него шкала здоровья не показывается? А, зря это использовал. Блин. Так. Ай-яй-яй-яй.
Incendio. Defender. I won't rest. Revelio. Deadly mistakes. Ulysses. Get you yet. Places. Prepare to surrender now.
Да, блин. Так, найс.
Revelio.
Так. Давайте посмотрим, что у нас тут есть. Давайте на второй этаж пойдем. Тут монетки. Ничего необычного, короче.
This must be Mr. Oakes's wand. Perhaps now he can set himself free.
Так, а вот тут проход есть куда-то. Точнее, ведущий к сундуку. Ага, все понял. А,
Revelio.
не, ну вот когда вот так вот шипит все время, это реально мне кажется, то что тут рядом вот эта вот книга. Ну, страница руководства. Такой локации вроде не должно быть.
fighting! Hurry, before they come! I must get out, hurry! My wand! Oh, thank Merlin, thank you! Unlock the cage! I think it's enchanted, and they took my wand! You did it! I found my wand and... Wait, you're a student? Oh, we must get you to safety immediately. It's dangerous.
It's all right, Mr. Oakes. I've dealt with these goblins before.
Dear Merlin, you're either very lucky or very talented. Well, how did you find me?
I'm a friend of Adelaide's. She was worried about your business with Ranrock's loyalists.
Oh, she was right to be. I couldn't go through with the agreement, and when I told them, I ended up blindfolded and behind bars. Been locked in that infernal cell for so long, they'd forgot I was even there. I overheard things. If only I could reward you for what you've done. Blasted goblin stole every canut on me. All I can say is thank you, truly.
You mentioned you overheard things.
Sad tale, really. I think I know where Ranrock's unfortunate vendetta against wizardkind began. Although dragon breeding was outlawed by the Warlocks Convention of 1709, Ranrock stumbled upon an illegal dragon camp. He was young, found the creatures fascinating. He'd visit the camp in secret whenever he could, never making his presence known. After weeks of sly surveillance, he finally summoned the courage to speak to the wizard in charge. Ranrock wanted to join them, and the creatures. The wizard happened to drop his wand. Ranrock saw an opportunity. He picked it up, went to hand it back as a means of introducing himself. The sight of a goblin with a wand sent the wizard into an instant rage. He beat Ranrock nearly to death. Ever since, Ranrock has despised wizardkind, sees us all as cruel.
Am I right that you speak gobbledygook?
Unbeknownst to Ranrock's fiends, I do. I've always had an affinity for goblin culture. Knew I wanted to be a metal trader ever since I was a lad. It wasn't easy learning the language. It's complex, and my memory's as weak as my knees these days. But after decades working with fine goblin folk, I grew fairly proficient. At least, I'd like to think so.
I'm grateful I was able to help you, Mr. Oakes. Adelaide thinks the world of you.
Oh, and I her. She's become quite savvy to my trading habits, always analyzing my detailed owls. Oh, if only I hadn't resorted to trading with such fiends. A lesson I shan't soon forget. Having my wand back is like being reunited with an old friend. I must return home and inform Adelaide of my safety. Will you be all right?
I'll be fine, Mr. Oakes. You get back to Adelaide. I assure you, her worries outweigh yours.
Oh, I'm anxious to see my dear niece. And then I plan to travel far from here for my next round of trading. Thank you. May life reward you justly for your deeds. Be well, my friend.
Так, окей, это задание
Mr.
выполнено.
Oakes was lucky. Ranrock's lot would never have freed him.
Да, все, это задание выполнено. Так, ну, надо выйти отсюда. Потому что вот карта не нажимается. Вот, блять, найти бы выход, да, то я не помню, где он вообще. Вроде да, все, я правильно иду. Так, ну я так понимаю, сейчас отправимся в Хогсмит. Выполним там дополнительные задания, которые остались. Так, давайте, да, пойдем в Хогсмит. У нас 2 задания. Давайте вот сюда пойдем. Я не знаю, давайте походим просто по другим книгам. Ой, по другим этим магазинчикам. Я хочу посмотреть, что там есть. Так, ну и мы сейчас можем по дороге пока открывать замки, которые мы до этого не могли открывать. Так, ну ладно, тут 3-й левел нужен. опять надо менять.
Lumos.
Ахахахаха. Где-то, где деревья есть. Так, ну я не могу, да, летать здесь? Да.
Revelio.
Так, тут тоже третий левел. Мне кажется, тут все, блин, третьего левела. Вот и бабочка.
Lumos. Revelio.
Я забыл, где оно валялось, блядь. Так, секундочку, а где туда бабочку вставлять? Ага, вот здесь, да, вроде. Да-да-да, все.
Lumos. Revelio.
Так, вот сюда можно зайти.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Я сомневаюсь, что тут что-то есть, но, возможно, страница будет.
A demiguise. Lumos.
Блин, а я забыл, как их брать. Так, ну нужна ночь, короче. Всё, вот так. Так, давайте, да, продадим то, что нам не нужно.
You're back. Nice to see you again.
И... О, нормально мы продали.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Просто думаю, что тут, может, мы купим какую-то карту. Ну, что-то, я сомневаюсь, но даже посмотрю.
Just let me know if there's something in particular you're looking for.
Ага, тут рецепты. Кормушка для твари, коробка с игрушками, место для нарезки. Понятно.
Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
Так. Ну давайте, да, доп задание возьмем это.
glad you came.
Hello, Sirona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I've actually met Mrs. Sprottle. I recently spoke with her about her friend Claire Beaumont.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
Why does Mrs. Sprottle keep a supply of Wiggenweld potion on hand?
Dot's a skilled potioneer. She's been supplying travelling vendors with Wiggenweld potion. An ordinary precaution that has, unfortunately, become a necessity, what with Ranrock's loyalists disrupting the trade routes.
Why did Mr. and Mrs. Sprottle have your box of letters after all this time?
It's one of a few that I had when I was young. Dot found it when she was clearing out a closet. Can't imagine what's in there. Probably terribly theatrical. The ramblings of a teenage witch and her friends. You're welcome to take a peek inside, if you do find it. To be honest, I'd imagine it contains some lovely memories.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my
Так,
love.
483 метра, окей. Не так уж и далеко. Да, даже телепортироваться.
Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Так, что у нас там по замкам? Мы можем зайти? А, сюда я и так мог зайти. Видите, я не все равно с первого раза, блин, не следую. Так, ну тут уже замок. Кайф.
Hello, Hamura. Revelio.
Так, тут еще здоровый сундучок есть. Больше ничего, да? Окей.
Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawk lumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawk lumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk clumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk clumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Oh, goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk clumps. I and the vendors I help would greatly appreciate it.
Так, ну давайте соберем их. Найдите вход в пещеру. Кстати, а что по этой тут пещере?
Revelio.
Угу. Так, ну тут я уже прошел, так что можно их не пиздить.
You're the little sod that saved Treadwell.
Defender.
I'll get that goblin help back.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
No!
Glacier.
You've heard quite a... I know all about you.
Flipendo.
No.
Найс.
Leave the hawk clumps to Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find... Better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters. That's all the hawk clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
А, я уже всех мурляков собрал. Ладно, надо письма найти просто. Угу. Я не туда пошел. А, нет, туда.
Revelio.
Или не туда. Так, ладно, не, все же не туда. Так, немного не понимаю. Ага, нам нужно вниз. Так, ну я уже был в этой же пещере. О, да, все, нам сюда.
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether.
Ой-ой-ой, блин, я засмотрелся на шкалу. Блин, не то. Так, ульта. Найс.
That was a close one.
Так, дорогая Сирона, когда я попала сюда впервые, меня не покидало тревожное ощущение, что я во многом отличаюсь от остальных первогодок. Признаюсь, тогда я думал, что в Хогвартсе мне не место, и даже хотел отправить родителям сову, чтобы попросить их забрать меня отсюда. А ведь не прошлой недели, как начался учебный год. Как ты догадалась? Вряд ли ты легилимент. Но я до сих пор задаюсь вопросом, как тебе удалось настолько хорошо меня понять. Никогда не забуду тот день, когда ты подошла ко мне в 3 метлах и села рядом. Я тогда забилась в угол, слепо уставшись на нетронутое сливочное пиво и кусок пергамента. Пера капля за каплей стекали на пол чернила. Помню, как ты сказала, что очень переживала перед поездкой в Хогвартс, и мне вдруг стало гораздо легче. Казалось, будто кто-то наложил на меня левитационные чары. Я смотрела на тебя и никак не могла поверить в твои слова. Передо мной сидела уверенная и довольная собой ведьма. В течение последующих дней... Максимум, да, уже? В течение последующих дней я с восхищением наблюдал за тем, как ты безо всякого стеснения очаровываешь всех вокруг, не в магическом смысле, принимая себя и всех остальных такими, какие они есть. Для меня словно зажглась путеводная звезда. Тогда я осознала, что тоже могу стать такой. Теперь, когда я уже почти окончила школу, то маленькая испуганная ведьмочка кажется такой далекой. Все потому, что ты увидела себя в той девочке, потерявшей надежду и открылась. С любовью, Мирабель. Прошу, передай мисс Протл, что я все еще хочу наведаться к ней, мистеру Протл, как только выдастся возможность. Я скучаю по задушевным беседам с ними и по несравненным кексам в форме котлов, которые печет миссис Протл. Мне не стыдно в этом признаться. Понял. Ну, короче, я просто эти письма читаю. Дорогая Сирона, я сотворил этот небольшой подарок, чтобы поблагодарить тебя. Если бы ты не поддержала меня на тренировке под Квиддичем на прошлой неделе, я бы уже ушел из команды. Сейчас мы выиграли Кубок Хогвартса. Как-то рано обязан тебе всем, искренне твой Шон. Дорогая Сирона, я отправила письма мистеру и миссис Прото, чтобы поблагодарить их за гостеприимство, но перо само просится в руку снова. Я хочу выразить благодарность и тебе лично. Как же хорошо было покинуть стены замка и немного развеяться. До сих пор вспоминаю, как мы подсмеивались над тем чудаковатым гномом, а он-то думал, что поет. А еще должна сказать, что пирог с почками и стейк, который приготовила миссис Протл, просто божественно. Вот бы съесть еще кусочек. Еще раз спасибо за приглашение. Впрочем, должна тебя предупредить, это совсем не означает, что на матче на следующей неделе я буду тебе подаваться. В этом году как-то рано до Слизерина, как до Луны. Искренне благодарностью Филомена.
This must be Sorona's box of letters.
Дорогая Сирона, с днем рождения, милая моя. Я пробралась на кухню и попросила Финки приготовить твои любимые пирожные. Она с радостью согласилась. Интересно, где она умудрилась достать малину в это время года. Кулинарный гений не иначе. Без. И
I
последнее
should take this
письмо.
box of letters to Sorona. She'll be glad to have it back.
Дорогая миссис Протл, мои родители благодарны вам за то, что вы сопровождали меня в шапку-невидимку в прошлую субботу. По-моему, мама даже немного мне завидует. Я не скоро забуду, как мы смеялись, пока я пытался шнуровать лиф на новом платье. Мне еще нужно будет попрактиковаться, как и в том, чтобы прикалывать булавку к шляпе, не испортив саму шляпу и не поранившись. Но мне очень нравится все, что мы выбрали. Благодаря вам я теперь выгляжу как самая модная ведьма. А как было чудесно пообедать в 3 метлах и не убирать за собой посуду. Однажды я тоже непременно буду управлять таким заведением. Мне несказанно повезло, что вы, миссис Спротл, меня опекаете. Мои родители тоже так считают, с искренним уважением, Сирон.
I think that's everything. Sorona will be glad to have this back.
Вот тут мне просто нравится все читать именно. В Киберпанке мне больше не нравится правду читать, поскольку это Хогвартс, типа, я знаю это все, но там как бы я читал, я не знаю, это как бы я читал все, что есть в Пауке, например. Вот как-то так. Ну, в любом случае вы можете просто перематывать впадлу, слышать, как я читаю. Так, стоп, а куда нам надо? А, все, нам правильно сюда. Я привык, что оно иногда желтеньким показывает. Ну, точнее, не иногда, больше всего.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Revelio.
Hello, Sorona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk clumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard. I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun together.
We do. She taught me so much during my summers with her and Aiden. I shall be the first to admit that adolescents aren't always the easiest to understand. And not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But the depth of their kindness, and that of so many of my friends, got me through... well, got me through some challenging times, to put it mildly.
Кстати, переход
I'm glad I could be of help.
на женскую сторону.
Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. Thank you, again, for helping her, and for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
Так, хорошо.
Revelio.
Нынешний владелец заведения является Сирона Райан, но говорят, что 3 метрам столько же лет, сколько самому Хоксмиду. Это давнее место сбора жителей деревни и студентов Хогвартса, которые хотят насладиться сливочным пивом или огненным виски. Так, давайте наверх пойдем, я там вроде замок видел.
Revelio.
He'll see it was a mistake parting ways with me.
Замок сверху. Так, стоп, а как до этого замка добраться? Это нельзя использовать. Ну ладно, давайте.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
That must have been frustrating for you.
Yes, it was. Terribly. I'm simply passionate about my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
You said Mr. Lawley was your ex-business partner. What were you working on?
I had an idea to train venomous tentacula, create guard plants, if you will, that attacked when ordered. We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel. After that, he cut me out of the business, the short-sighted fiend.
Why do you need Mr. Lawley's venomous tentacula in particular?
Simple. If I have it, then Lawley doesn't. Ergo, I can launch my business, and he must start all over again. I'm killing 2 snidgets with 1 stone.
What else is in Mr. Lawley's cellar?
All of Lawley's herbology supplies. He has quite the collection. Fill your pockets while you're there. Or to slow him down for a bit. And I can get my business going minus any competition.
I'll get the venomous tentacula for you.
Marvelous. I know a fellow seeker of justice when I see one. Take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacula. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacula.
Так, хорошо, давайте.
Seems I need to find Mr. Lawley's cellar.
I have no tolerance for thieves. Hand them back.
Revelio.
sir? We've not took a thing.
Тонко регулярно посещают как студенты Хогвартса, так и жители деревни, так как это лучшее место, где можно купить различные изобретения для розыгрыша и приколов Хогвартса.
Hand them back. There's nothing to give, sir. It was only
Магазин
the one.
приколов.
This must be it. This must be the cellar. How to find that venomous tentacula?
Давайте по-тихому попробуем.
Better not let Mr. Lawley see me.
What could be stirring in the cellar? Must have been the spiders. What could be stirring in the cellar? Must have been the spiders.
Aloha Mora. Where is that venomous tentacula? Revelio.
Defendo. Confringo.
Over the whole house.
Ой-ой-ой. Найс. О, мандрагора.
Revelio.
Now that I have the venomous tentacula, I should return to Mr. Barnes.
Все, погнали обратно. А уже день.
Revelio.
Completed that errand for me?
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacula.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. Let's see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
Of course. Glad to hand it over, frankly.
I shall make an ocean of galleons, and Lawley's business will be sunk. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Oh, to see the look on Lawley's face the next time he wanders down to his cellar.
Так, найс. Так, ну все, Фокс Медиа все выполнил. Да? Да, все, тут больше нет заданий. Так, давайте карты мира еще раз я гляну. Вроде бы тут тоже ничего нету. Было бы выполнить. Ну, именно в этом регионе. Тут-то понятно, там дофига всяких заданий. Так что можно сейчас отправиться в Hogwarts и выполнить вот это задание. Так хочет научить меня использовать Хвать-мешок для спасения волшебных тварей. Но давайте я сначала пойду выручаю комнату, заблокирую то, что там нам нужно. Тогда отправимся к Деку. О.
Ah, Deke is so happy to see you. Deke noticed this bag in the room the other day. You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack. Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts. Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howen said in Beasts class, that I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time. She also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So, perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed. And luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where. Come along then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
Так, сейчас разблокирую. И погнали.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect. Deke loves an outing. A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to beautiful beasts. Oh, it was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good. We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming here to watch the beasts, especially the potful of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right.
Так.
Deke hasn't seen this many plants here before. Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed. You got one!
Все.
I managed to rescue a puffskein.
You can rescue as many as the knapsack will hold. Poachers capture puffskeins and, well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts. But we must be careful. Deke has seen poachers in the area recently. Deke will meet you there whenever you're ready.
Так, окей. И я могу сколько угодно этих пушинок ловить.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Так, 3.
Revelio.
Больше я не вижу. А нет, тут есть еще.
Professor Howard will never believe this.
Или надо прям все, интересно.
Revelio.
Но осталась вроде только одна. Ну все, ладно, погнали дальше. Боже, ну как же красиво. Я, блядь, уже заебался кайфовать.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here, in this large tree. If it's helpful, Deke has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
What if I can't find any beasts in their usual habitat?
Beasts won't stray too far from their homes. Look nearby or simply wait a moment, and they should return.
Do you have any advice on how I can rescue more elusive beasts?
Levioso is not only helpful when rescuing flying beasts, it can also help rescue beasts that are generally hard to catch. Try using that spell the next time you encounter a small or otherwise elusive beast.
Would you mind talking a bit more about what it was like working for your former master?
Deke's master was not kind to beasts, or to Deke. He saw beasts only as a source of income, to be used for potion ingredients and labor, and Deke will not say more. But Deke is grateful to be at Hogwarts, where he can help care for beasts and make amends for the things his master made him do.
Then I shall go and rescue a jobberknoll.
Good luck. Deke will be waiting.
Так, он сказал, нужно Левиоса. Давайте.
Deke hasn't seen this many plants here before.
Levioso!
Да не.
No, you don't. Everything's all right now.
Revelio.
I rescued a jobberknoll.
Deke hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers, and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deke knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath. Deke will see you there.
Так, окей. Сколько на метров? Ну смотри, тут я взял одного и пропал, значит, вот животных этих.
Hello, Deke. Is this the clearing you mentioned?
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
How did you end up at Hogwarts after working for your former master?
Deke's prior master had no family, so when he died, all of his house elves were relocated by the ministry. Deke was the most fortunate one, as Deke was sent to Hogwarts. Deke's friends were not as fortunate.
I shall go and find a moon calf then.
Deke will be waiting for your return.
Так, то легче будет поймать ночью. Окей, давайте сейчас ночь сделаем.
Deke hasn't seen this many plants here.
Levioso.
Settle yourself. I mean you no harm.
Revelio.
Давайте еще одного.
Levioso.
Да, тут, видите, значок не пропал.
I'll look after you. It was a bit trickier than the others, but I have a moon calf now.
Another beast, safe and sound. Shame we didn't see the moon calves dancing. It's a marvelous sight. Deke supposes you're finished here. He'll be able to rescue many more beasts, but for now, let's bring the ones you've gathered back to the room.
All right.
Deke will meet you back in the room whenever you're ready.
Так, хорошо, ну прошлите сразу туда.
There you are. Now, we need to show the beast you rescued their new home. But, not enough room to let them out here. Imagine all those beasts running amok. That wouldn't do at all. Perhaps if you focus on what your beasts need, the room will provide.
Так, опять комнату увеличится.
What exactly did you think of? Heavens! You've done it!
But what is it?
Deke isn't sure. Only one way to find out. Meet you inside when you're ready.
Давайте-ка. Кайф.
Look at this. It's amazing.
Where are we, Deke?
It seems to be a place for your beasts to live, a vivarium of some sort. Oh, your beasts will be quite comfortable here. They'll live healthy, safe lives. Perhaps you want to release them. Let them see their new home. Deke thinks the vivarium will be a fitting new home for your beasts.
Indeed. I only hope we'll have enough space for all of them.
Deke hopes so too. But if you do run out of room, Madam Peck at Brood and Peck in Hogsmeade will help to find safe homes for them.
Any beasts that the room can't hold?
Yes, she's well known for helping to care for beasts in need, and she'll give you a fair price for them.
Можем их продавать.
Speaking of care, beasts that are well fed and groomed will provide you with valuable magical materials, such as puffskein hair, for example. If you gather some magical materials from your beasts, Deke can show you how to use them.
Very well. I shall let you know when I have some.
Так. Для твари еще открыть положить, некоторые способы. Так. Давайте пушинку сначала. Тут уже могу, да, еще других добавить. Короче, у нас такая... Зоопарк такой собрался. Так, ладно, давайте я почищу.
Most excellent.
Ну и покормим. Так, ну она даст нам... О, все, дала. Так, окей, теперь его. Так, ну теперь лутенок. Блин, лутенок самый миленький. Да и пушинка тоже миленькая. А не тебе. Все, кайф.
I've collected some magical materials, Deke.
Now, Deke can show you how to use them. First, you'll need to use this spellcraft to conjure an enchanted loom.
An enchanted loom?
Exactly. It will allow you to use your magical materials to weave magic into the very threads of your clothing, making your clothing more useful in a variety of ways. Why don't you try it? Deke thinks you'll be impressed with what the loom can do.
I'll go and experiment with the loom now.
Так, окей, выходим. Колдуйте зачарованный ткацкий станок. А где он? Ага. Я не знаю, куда его поставить. Блять, а куда его поставить? Места вообще нету. Давайте тут. Угу. Дайте характеристику предмету одежды. Ага, вот наконец-то теперь понятно, для чего оно создано.
That came out nicely. I should show Deke. I used the enchanted loom, Deke.
Wonderful.
Will I be able to weave even more powerful magic into my clothing with the loom?
You will, by rescuing even more powerful beasts. For now, however, Deke suggests you explore the vivarium and get to know the beasts you've already rescued.
Can I use the loom to enhance any item of clothing?
The loom will only enhance clothing of a certain quality. Deke suspects you'll find more valuable clothing as you explore. Deke also knows that some of the shops in Hogsmeade can provide you with a variety of clothing for you to enhance.
Thank you for your help, Deke.
Так, окей. Так, ладно, ребята, на этом эту серию закончим. Следующая будет практически сразу же. Ну, сейчас давайте посмотрим, чем мы за испытание выполнили. А нет, давайте просто с этого ролик начнем следующий. Всем пока.